Thank you, Presiding Officer. And I add my thanks to Cathy Peaty for bringing this important debate to the Chamber. And the range of topics touched on showed how wide-ranging this debate can and should be. International Women's Day gives us a chance to review the position of women at home and across the world. And importantly, it allows us to focus on what it means to grow up female. We talk a lot about mainstreaming, and I think this is sadly often taken to be trying to make everything gender neutral, when we seem to have so little idea of gender differences in the first place. We need to take on board the whole concept of the girl child and how her experiences are different and how her needs must be addressed. Last month I attended the Women's National Commission event in Glasgow, organised by the Commission and by the UK Government Equalities Office. This event's purpose was to raise awareness, review and take stock of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women and the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination against Women, often described as an international Bill of Rights for women. They bring together women's organisations and movements across the world for the advancement of women and for gender equality. The Glasgow event was an opportunity for Scottish women's groups, such as Engender and the Scottish Women's Convention, to put forward their viewpoints, and I look forward to the report back from the United Nations meeting. And I'd like to encourage other members to attend that report back session. The themes of the UN session are very relevant to our work here in Parliament. The priority theme this year is the equal share of responsibilities between women and men, including caregiving, in the context of HIV/AIDS. I think that's a very interesting way to look at this, not about equality and rights, but in actual fact, equal sharing of responsibilities. The status of unpaid carers is a frequent topic for us, with, I hope, a major debate on this scheduled very, very soon. The review theme, which is last year's theme, is evaluating progress of the implementation of the conclusions of equal participation of women and men in decision-making processes at all levels. That's significant for us and for our political parties, where there's only 1/3 of our members here in the Chamber that are women, and when we know the poor statistics for local government and for Westminster, we ourselves need to take action to make this change. Thirdly, the emerging issue, another one of concern to everyone, is the gender perspective of the financial crisis. Other members talked about equal pay, and equal pay is one of the biggest issues for us, one which many of our committees are grappling with in the Parliament. It's an ongoing problem across both the public and private sectors. The statistics, as reported by the CPS, has the average hourly earnings of women 17% less than men, widening to 35% less for part-time workers. We know this is caused by discrimination, the responsibilities of caring and occupational segregation. We need to reverse these gaps, and I welcome the Equality Bill and the work of trade unions and the Equality and Human Rights Commission. I hope we can see a difference so that we can truly present Scotland as a country of good practices across the world, whether we're talking about sexual offences and the reform of legislation or other equality measures. And I look forward to hearing what action the Minister is going to propose to help us make that difference.